Will Matt Patricia, thrive in Detroit? Or will he become a long list of former NFL, Patriot assistant coaches or coordinators to fall short in the NFL ranks or the NCAA ranks? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. And Matt Patricia has a lot of pressure on him coming into this Week 1 battle with the New York Jets. Team didn't look good in preseason. I really don't care about that. But this may be a make or break situation. For New England and for New England Patriots and they current assistants and coordinators, because it hasn't really worked out. That's one of the knocks about bringing him here, and I said that. Maybe Bill O'Brien too. He really didn't thrive in Penn State or thrive in the Houston Texans. Romeo Crennel didn't either. Charlie Weiss didn't thrive as a head coach at Kansas or Notre Dame. And or Eric Mangini as well too. He was a snitch though. And it's starting to look like Bill Belichick is just the head honcho. He's the mastermind, and it's his system. And as far as you could say, players are a product of a system. His coordinators and coaches and assistants are a product of his system. Especially if Matt Patricia fails to thrive in Detroit. This guy was a rocket science guy, and this guy is very, very smart and bright. But if he fails, it's going to be the narrative of, well, it's Bill Belichick the bust. These dudes ain't nothing. Without Bill Belichick, they just good coordinators. Same thing for Josh McDaniels. Went to Denver, beat Bill Belichick, and the season fell apart after that. All right? And for Matt Patricia, on top of that, the Detroit media don't want to see him win. I have never seen a coach come in this city out of major teams. You could throw UAD in there, Wayne State coaches, anybody you want to say come in to some of these organizations and instantly make a negative impact. And it ain't like the media and the fans beloved the previous coach and Jim Caldwell. We like Jim Caldwell. A lot of guys liked the way he talked. He was. It ain't like people was like, oh, they was 9-7 and this close. And people understood replacing Jim Caldwell for the most part in the media. They understood that. So it ain't like they had a beloved coach that they kicked out the door and all this automatically you just plug in Patricia. He hated because we loved the coach before him. Nah, it ain't happened like that. It didn't happen like that. For whatever reason, they dug up his past. They did everything. They lied on him, say the players wouldn't like the training camp. The training camps was too tough, and woo. And he got a target on his back. And if they lose Week 1, which look out for the Week 1 Jets prediction Tuesday, if they lose Week 1, or if this thing fall apart during the season, they're like, oh, Jim Caldwell was 9-7. Woo. Or, excuse me, it's my dryer. Or if Jim Bob Cooter is the problem, or you kept Jim Bob Cooter, for him, he better hit the ground rolling. You know what? This team better be nothing worse than 9-7 this year. And then again, he's still gonna get criticism for that. And fair or foul, he's carrying the credibility of New England coaches, coordinators on his back. Because if he fail, it's just gonna feed into the narrative, and the narrative is gonna have real credence that New England coordinators and assistant coaches is a product of Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is the mastermind. None of these dudes are just pawns, and that's what people said about him coming here. How much of it was Belichick and how much it was a Patricia. And a lot of people starting to believe it was all Belichick. Mangini, Crennel, even Rice on the offensive coordinator, McDaniels, it's all Belichick. And if Matt Patricia fails here, that's just going to be a fact. It ain't even going to be opinionated, subjective. It's going to be a fact that Bill Belichick is the most important thing in that organization. No matter the coordinator, whoever changing, the assistant coach changing through, guess what? The one mainstay, the one thing that's still standing, that's in the equation, is Bill Belichick. And it'll serve some of Bill Belichick's assistants right now and future coaches that Matt Patricia go to Detroit and do the impossible and do well. It will serve them very, very greatly in looking for jobs in the future. In their pockets. So It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. A lot of interesting things. But if this thing get off to a bad start like preseason and preseason carry to the regular season, it's going to be so much pressure on him. It wouldn't surprise me if he walked away from the situation. You know, it wouldn't be surprising if he did an Urban Myers and say he had a chest problem or he was stressed to look for a better opportunity to go back to New England or do something else. It's going to get ugly for him. You know, they talking about, Boston, the number one fans, the most passionate fans. They ain't seen nothing like this shit in Detroit. Nothing. You know, it's all fun and games when you're winning. It's easy to be a good fan when you're winning. But when you're losing, it's a whole different ball game. But check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links in the description. Definitely appreciate all the brothers and sisters supporting us. Share the page with a friend. Share it on social media. Share it in one of your Lions, NFC North groups, and NFC groups. Definitely appreciate it. Much blessings to everybody out there supporting Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what it is. We gone.